Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I now call this workshop to order. Good morning. My name is Kamryn Thornton. I am a senior at Bristol High School and a second-year member of the Central Tech BPA chapter in Drumright. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Elevate Your Meeting Skills workshop today. I am so excited you are here. Before we begin, let's see who is here with us. If you are a mid-level member, please raise your hand. Who here is a high schooler? What about a post-secondary member? Who here is a chapter officer? Who here is an advisor? What about a guest? Who here has advanced knowledge of parliamentary procedure? Intermediate? What about beginner knowledge? Who here is this completely new to? Who's from BPA? Who's from DECA? I hope this has helped you to get to know your peers a little bit better. Working with people with different personalities is one reason why parliamentary procedure is so important. It assures that meetings are productive and run according to the schedule or agenda. An agenda forms a framework for a meeting and should be completed in advance of the meeting so members know what to expect and can prepare accordingly, unlike the people in this next video. In addition to items being discussed, make sure your agenda includes the correct meeting date, time, place, and dress code so your members don't end up surprised and unprepared like these folks. Parliamentary procedure is based on 5 basic principles. 1. Only one motion or topic can be on the floor or discussed at one time. 2. Each motion is entitled to full and free debate. 3. Every member has rights equal to every other member. 4. The will of the majority must be carried out, and the rights of the minority must be preserved. 5. Professional courtesy should be displayed to all members, regardless of their opinion on a motion. Personalities and wishes of each member should be merged into the larger unit of the chapter. Speaking of personalities, it's been said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's check that out. I will give everybody 5 seconds to look at the picture. According to the creator of this image, the animal you notice first reveals a lot about your personality. For example, if you first notice the giraffe, you have strong roots and a humble but high vision for your life. Lions have brave hearts and don't back down to a challenge. Camels are survivors at heart and are willing to go the extra mile to do their best. Elephants focus on the bigger picture and move steadily towards their goal. Hogs are resourceful and have keen intellects and sharp minds. Horses are loyal and committed to others. Bears are consistent and steady in relationships. Hounds value loyal, meaningful relationships and give unconditionally. Something like this might be a good activity for your officer team and chapter members to complete at your next meeting. Speaking of meetings, before your next one, make sure you have a quorum. A quorum is the minimum number of members that must be present before your meeting can start. If you do not have a quorum and decisions are made, members that were not present can request that it is rediscussed, meaning that time was wasted and decisions made were invalid. If you do not have a quorum, you should reschedule your meeting. Motions are how members make decisions and give direction. To make a motion, a member would first be recognized by the chair. This is usually done by either standing or raising of hands. 2. The recognized member then makes the motion. The proper language is, I move that we. An example would be, I move that we sell links for the Chain of Love for our community service project. 3rd, the motion is then seconded. The proper language is I second, or I second the motion. It takes 2 members to get a motion on the floor for discussion. 1 to make a motion and 1 to second it. 4. Only motions that have been properly moved and seconded should be discussed. 5. After discussion, the president or chair should call for a vote on the motion. Common voting includes verbal response, raising of hands, roll call, or secret ballot. Parliamentarians have to be very focused during meetings. Let's watch a short video where you will be asked to count how many times the players in white pass the ball. Just like this video, chapter meetings often have a lot of things that are easily missed or not handled correctly. So let's see what a typical meeting might look like. This activity is one that you can easily use in your chapter meetings with real food. Simply have members bring different ingredients, and at the end, you can even have a great snack. Here's some basic ground rules. Our volunteers will first rise to be recognized by the chair, make a motion, someone else will second the motion, followed by discussion and vote. In our chapter, whatever ingredients we vote in, we must also eat. As you will soon see, some of the possible ingredients might not be ideal on our pizza. If someone makes a motion to add something you disagree with, just like in a regular chapter meeting, you can amend or change it. Like main motions, amendments must be seconded before they are discussed and then voted on. Amendments usually change the original motion in some manner, so if adopted, the president will bring the discussion back to the main motion for further discussion and vote. If you do use this with real food, make sure you first check that none of your members have allergies to any of these ingredients. The mock meeting of the Oklahoma FLC chapter will now come to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call roll?
President.
Present.
Treasurer.
Present.
Vice President.
Present.
Parliamentarian.
Present.
Madam President, all officers are in attendance.
The minutes from the August 25th meeting were posted on our chapter website and emailed to members prior to this meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes? If not, these minutes stand approved. Will the treasurer please present the treasurer's report?
Pleasure, Madam President. Our current balance is $2,000. Out of this, $500 will be mailed to Oklahoma BPA for the Chain of Love donations, leaving a balance of $1,500 in our account.
Thank you. Are there any questions for our treasurer? Hearing none, the treasurer's report will be filed. As there is no old or unfinished business, Madam Secretary, what is the first item of new business?
The first item of new business is to purchase polo shirts for the new officer team.
Madam President,
Laramie.
I move to purchase navy polo shirts for the chapter officers. Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we purchase polo shirts for the chapter officers. Is there any discussion?
Madam President,
Atea,
polo shirts will give us something to wear other than our professional dress.
Madam President,
Morgan,
we can also wear the polo shirts during our regular chapter meetings.
Madam President,
Lakeland,
I agree with the previous speakers, but I'm concerned about their costs since we haven't had a fundraiser yet this year.
Madam President,
Laramie,
our fundraiser last May raised $250 more than we expected, so we do have the funds available to pay for these shirts if the motion is adopted.
is there further debate? All those in favor of purchasing navy polo shirts for this officer team say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it. The motion is adopted and we will purchase navy polo shirts for the chapter officers. Madam Secretary, what is the next item on the agenda?
The next item on the agenda is to practice our meeting skills by making a parley pizza.
Madam President,
Morgan,
I move to create a parley pizza.
Second.
it has been properly moved and seconded that we create a parley pizza. Is there any debate on the motion?
Madam President,
Atea,
several of us left super early this morning to catch the bus, and I'm starving. I encourage my fellow members to support this motion.
is there any further discussion on the motion to create a parley pizza? Hearing none, we will proceed to vote. All those in favor of creating a parley pizza say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it. The motion is adopted and we will create a parley pizza. Is there a motion to add the first ingredient to the pizza?
Madam President,
Lakeland,
I move to add pepperoni to the pizza.
Second.
it has been properly moved and seconded that we add pepperoni to the pizza. Is there any discussion?
Madam President,
Lakeland,
when we have ordered pizza for our chapter in the past, pepperoni has always been the most popular.
is there any further discussion? All those in favor of adding pepperoni to the pizza say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it. The motion is adopted and we will add pepperoni to the pizza. Is there a motion to add any additional ingredients to the pizza?
Madam President,
Morgan,
I move that we add peppers, mushrooms, and onions to the pizza.
Second.
it has been properly moved and seconded that we add peppers, mushrooms, and onions to the pizza. Is there any discussion?
Madam President,
Morgan,
adding the fresh veggies will make the pizza more flavorful.
Madam President,
Laramie,
although I generally like veggies, adding onions may not be a great idea since we are sitting so close at this meeting. I move to amend the motion by striking out onions.
Second.
it has been properly moved and seconded to amend the main motion by striking out onions. If adopted, onions will be removed from the motion and the motion will read that we will add peppers and mushrooms to the pizza. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Madam President,
Lakeland,
not adding the onions sound like a great idea because they are so strong. I can smell them across the table.
is there any further discussion? All those in favor of amending the main motion by striking out onions say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it and the amendment is adopted. The motion now reads that we will add peppers and mushrooms to the pizza. Is there any further discussion on the main motion? All those in favor of adding peppers and mushrooms to the pizza say aye.
Aye.
The ayes are unanimous. The motion is adopted and we will add peppers and mushrooms to the pizza. Is there a motion to add any additional ingredients to the pizza?
Madam President,
Laramie,
I move that we add tuna to the pizza.
Second.
it has been properly moved and seconded to add tuna to the pizza. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Madam President,
Laramie,
adding tuna to the pizza will increase the protein value.
Madam President,
Atea,
although it may increase the protein value, tuna and pepperoni do not mix well, and many members will not eat the pizza if tuna is added. Since we are going to be eating what we make, I do not support this motion.
is there any further discussion? All those in favor of adding tuna to the pizza say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it and the motion fails. Is there a motion to add any additional ingredients to the pizza?
Madam President,
Laramie,
since the members did not approve adding tuna, I move to add hot sauce to the pizza.
is there a second? Hearing no second, the motion to add hot sauce will not be considered. Is there a motion to add any additional ingredients to the pizza? Madam Secretary, do you know of any further business which should be transacted at this time?
I have none, Madam President.
There is no further business and no objection. The mock meeting will be adjourned. I now declare this mock meeting adjourned. This is just one fun activity you can take home and use with your chapter. Some other fun ones could be to make some trail mix with both traditional and questionable ingredients. And you could also make some interesting punch. Everyone enjoys snacks during meetings, and it may even increase your membership. At least members won't leave hungry. I have also listed some great resources for you to use this year. Robert's Rules of Order is the authority used by most chapters. Parliamentarians.org is the site for the National Association of Parliamentarians, and OKSAP is the Oklahoma State Association of Parliamentarians. If you are interested in competing, YouTube and your state and national organization websites have tons of resources. If you have competitive people in your chapter like I do, you might also like to use this quizzes link for a fun Parley Pro review. My contact information is listed on the screen, and I hope you will reach out to me if I can help you or your chapter assemble and achieve this year. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is no further business and no objection, this workshop will be adjourned. I now declare this workshop officially adjourned.